Hi, thanks for joining me. Today we're off on a little run to find a full English breakfast. That's just because I fancy one really. We're heading out to Maltby to a biker cafe called Revs and Relics. It's about 20 miles away, but there's one or two interesting places to see, so we'll be going in a roundabout way and stopping off to look at stuff. We'll pick up the route at the market town of Bawtry that you may remember if you've seen any of my earlier ramblings. We're turning right off the main square and heading up the A631 towards Rotherham. It's just gone 9 o'clock on a dull but warm morning, and there's time to do a bit of sightseeing on the way. As usual, I'll throw in a few interesting facts as we go along. I've actually received a few nice comments about my commentaries on the other videos, so it does appear that at least some of you like my verbal ramblings. Coming down the hill here, heading towards Tickhill, this area is known as Tickhill Spittle. It was originally a marshy area, and in the 13th century it was the site of a leper hospital. The hospital was relocated to Tickhill Market Square in the late 15th century and still exists today. It's a Grade 2 listed building. This is the A1M we're just passing under as we head into the market town of Tickhill. It's quite an old town, but it's not named in the Domesday Book. It's listed there as Dadsley, which is actually just on the northern edge of the town. The name's Old English, but it could come from either the hill where young goats are kept, or the hill of a bloke called Tickhill, and that depends on how the original first part of the name was spelled. There's still the remains of a castle in the town, built just after the Norman invasion in the 11th century by Roche Abbey. It's now privately owned. They do have, however, an open day once a year, usually in June, when the general public can go and have a look round. This is the main market square, and the impressive looking butter cross sat in the middle there dates from 1777. We're turning left here, still on the A631. Leaving Tickhill now, we're going left on the A60. That heads down towards Worksop. We're approaching Old Copes now, and we're just into Nottinghamshire. There's been settlements here since at least Roman times. We're going to take the A634 up the crossroads. As we turn right at the traffic lights, there's a brown tourism sign for Roche Abbey. Now that's somewhere I've never been before. There's also the half-timbered building just on our left. That's St Mark's Church, and it was built in 1900 It's a Grade 2 listed building. This is a lovely road. It's nice undulating scenery, sweeping bends. Not much traffic either. It's just a pleasure to ride. So I think I'll just shut up for a couple of minutes and let you enjoy the ride. Okay, so as we come round this bend, we get a glimpse of two ruined towers over in the fields to the left. That's Roche Abbey. It was founded in 1147. One of the co-founders was Richard de Buseley. Now he was related to Roger de Buseley, who, as we've already mentioned, built Tickhill Castle. This is now a scheduled monument and a Grade 2 listed building, and it's looked after by English Heritage. We've got time for a quick look before breakfast, so we'll pop down the lane here by the signpost. This lovely old cobbled driveway looks great, but it ain't half rough. It does get pretty steep at the end as well. We'll just do a quick walk up to the entrance. I don't have enough time today to go in and explore the main ruins. Probably come back at some other day and look at that. But this really is a quiet and peaceful place. Monasteries and abbeys, they always seem to be situated in the nicest of places. I suppose that was part of the lifestyle. They needed the peace and tranquility. Right, back on the A634 now and heading towards Maltby again. Maltby most recently was a mining town, but its origins go way back. It's mentioned in the Domesday Book, which, as we all know, was written in 1086. The name means Malty's homestead or village. Malty was an old Danish name. Anyway, here we are at Revs and Relics. I came across this on Facebook. One of the groups I follow on there is UK Biker Cafes. If you do Facebook, check it out, because it's all about, well, biker cafes around the country. Revs and Relics is also a bike repair garage and a sales showroom with a cafe attached, and it's absolutely crammed with memorabilia. Here's a few photos I took at the place, and in case you were wondering, yes, I did get my full English breakfast, and yes, it was good. They've got quite a few modern and classic bikes for sale in the showroom.
So yeah.
Had a good chat with a group of other bikers there, which was great. And now, when the energy levels boosted, thanks to that lovely breakfast, we're off again. We're turning right here, back on the A631, heading back towards Bawtry. There's half a pithead winding wheel just here on the left. Many old mining communities have them mounted as a reminder of their heritage. During the Second World War, there was a munitions factory. That's Royal Ordnance Factory, or ROF, Maltby, and that was built on the outskirts of the town, just close to the colliery. A housing estate, which got the nickname Little London, was built to house all its workers, because they'd moved up from Enfield in London, and that area is still there now. Now the colliery, called Maltby Main, was sunk in 1907, and its site is just on the left behind the hedge there. It actually closed in 2013 due to geological problems. Back in 1923 there was an explosion down the pit and 27 men lost their lives. There's a monument to them just down the road at the side of the fields overlooking where the pit was. We'll take a run down there and have a quick look and pay our respects. This is another good stretch of sweeping bends with not much traffic, so just sit back for a couple of minutes and enjoy it. are at the 27 Brave Men Monument, as it's known. Okay, we're going to head back towards Tickhill now along the A631. Now, as you know, if you've watched any of my other travels, I like old churches. The history and architecture I just find fascinating. We'll finish off this trip with a quick detour around to St Mary's at Tickhill. This is a Grade 2 listed building dating from the early 12th century. Well, I'm going to wrap it up for this trip. Hope you found it interesting. If you have, please leave a like, a comment and subscribe if you want to see more of my ramblings. Cheers for now.